I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human, I am still growing, I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place. And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
Oh man, so Joey Swoll has folded to the pressure and has deleted his post showing love to Hulk Hogan, alright? Now that came after folks was killing him on social media because after he was chastised for showing love to Hulk, he went on TikTok live and doubled down and said he gonna post Hulk if he wanna post Hulk. And also messed around and called black athletes colored. Yeah, Joey, it all comes down to that. And I told y'all before, I don't get upset by everything, especially if a white person tends to side with a white person. Or if the past racism wages never came across their radar because that is the privilege that they have. They don't have to worry about those type of things, right? It just is what it is. So I don't get upset by those type of things, but I do peep game. I peep game. But my main point was always that if you have a platform where you are holding people accountable based on their actions all the time, then people are going to look at you through a magnifying glass to make sure you are always on point because they're waiting for you to fall. So you got to be ready for that. You got to be ready for that. So that was Joey's response, but his original response was crazy. All right. So peep this real quick, man.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me, he made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life, so.
Alright, so he tried to clean up the colored thing, but it didn't work that well before his final apology.
You see me supporting racism. I've literally done videos against racism. I bought a black girl a gym membership that was being discriminated against at the gym. People are attacking. This is the internet, guys. People only love you until they can find something to try and tear you down about. And that's okay. Who is posting about the fact that I said, God, I didn't mean anything bad by saying colored. I didn't mean anything bad by that. So if that was wrong, I apologize. Somebody already educated me on that. But if that's what you want to be upset with me about, I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't mean anything by it. There was nothing racist about that. Wow, I said that. Good for you. People of... So wait, so it's okay to say person, because somebody earlier that was a minority was saying person of color. So it's okay to say person of color? How about have a conversation with me? Hi, my love.
Now, folks started clowning him after that point.
Okay, he made some racist comments like 20 years ago and said the N-word about a couple thousand times. It was a mistake. If you gonna be mad at me, gonna be mad at them color boys. I know he cut his daughter off for talking to a black man, but still, gym etiquette I don't tolerate. Racism, Man, we've all made a mistake saying the N-word a couple thousand times. Shit, I said nigga plenty times. Shit, I made mistakes too. Nobody on this earth is perfect. But come on, guys, he's dead. He was nice to me, like he can't be that bad of a person if he was nice to another white man. You can date your own brother, just not a nigga. Who gon' stop me from posting them, brother?
There's another TikTok by the name of Advice from Lewis.
Joey Swoll is being counted for defending Hulk Hogan.
What did he do?
Take a look.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things.
Hitler.
I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it.
He called black people hard yards when he was angry at his daughter for dating one, and said only rich ones are acceptable because the money makes up for it.
And apologized for it.
He said he would never want to be reincarnated into a black family because that would be his karma for what he's done and said to them.
And apologized for it.
He also prevented other workers from unionizing so he could make all the money as the face.
And apologized for it.
And when his son paralyzed the guy, he said God punished the guy who got paralyzed.
If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well.
Deflection 101, zero accountability. Look what everybody else is doing except for me. Also, the use of colored is insane.
Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake.
He's extremely racist, but he was nice to me, so I accept all of his behaviors and shun anybody who he was horrible to and made feel horrible.
I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake.
That is the most skinhead comment I have ever heard in my life.
If you got a problem with that, then just leave or you'll be blocked.
If you don't side with racists or support them, leave or I'm going to block you because I side with them and I support them.
Period.
That was pretty bad, but people are saying I know who he voted for.
Oh, we all know who he voted for.
You can't know off of one video.
We all know!
Now, it wasn't only black creators. This dude right here had a lot to say. His name is Adam Wright Fitness. See what he says right here.
Let's talk about the Joey Swoll controversy because this guy is losing followers by the second. So a few days ago after Hulk Hogan died, Joey reposted a video he made back in 2020 in full Hulk attire, trying to sort of memorialize him. Mind you, Hulk Hogan was a notorious racist. If you don't know, back in 2015, Hulk Hogan was caught on video using the N-word. He admitted in that same video to being a racist, and he outwardly expressed disgust that his daughter would date a black man. Kind of a shitty guy, right? So understandably, Joey was getting a lot of heat in the comments section. So then he went on TikTok Live and he said this.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well.
Joey, colored athletes? Is that the Hulkamania inside you running wild? Because we're about the same age. We did not grow up talking like that in the 90s. Well, I didn't. I suppose if your role model was Hulk Hogan, someone who repeatedly used racial slurs towards his fellow wrestlers and was even removed for the Hall of Fame for it, maybe you might use that term. And if you're such a big fan, I don't accept that you didn't know about Hulk's words and actions. He was just campaigning for Trump, another notorious racist. The biggest problem I have is this. You built an entire platform calling people out when they just did something rude at the gym. You've made a lot of money off that. So it's weird and a bit hypocritical that you think racism is just one little mistake we should all forget about. I don't know if you're a racist, Joey, but if you don't have a problem with racism, that's just as bad. You need to do better.
Now, Joey's biggest fight has been with this lady right here. He's been going back and forth with her. Her name is Aunt Karen. He hasn't been making videos, but he's been commenting on her page. All right. She said this, and I'm going to read his responses.
So he blocked me. Hold on. So he's going on like a roid rage right now because people are calling him racist. He uses the word, if you're going to talk about, me, why don't you approach the colored athletes? Colored? Oh, So I went into his chat and I was like, colored? Like, And why are you saying color? And he blocks me. And then he goes on a rant about, people say people of color. Colored and people of color is two different things. Two different things. And you blocking people who are trying to tell you just shows you don't care.
So wait, so it's okay to say person, because somebody earlier that was a minority was saying person of color. So it's okay to say person of color? How about have a conversation with me?
Try to, but you blocked me. Just like you tell people to educate themselves on gym etiquette, you don't know colored is not what you're supposed to say. Like, you don't know colored is racist Be so for real.
Joey says, I don't block people. My moderator was blocking people, not me. You're not blocked. I apologize for the color comment. I meant black men and women who were also posting Hulk Hogan. I apologize on the live, and several people were helpful saying that the person of color is better, but I meant no harm in it. What I meant was, if you're upset with me, you better be upset with every man or woman, WWF, WWE wrestler, or athlete that has posted him as well, no matter the race. You attacked me in my live instead of trying to have a discussion, as so many did, and many defended me that know I have nothing but love for people of every race, as I've shown. If you want to have a discussion and not attack me, I am more than open to having it. But to try and take my posting a video photo from years ago of me in a costume dressed as Hulk Hogan to attack me and label me as racist is ridiculous. I do not condone the things he did years ago. I don't think anyone who posted him does, but there is no doubt that he was an icon to so many growing up in the gym, and that is all I and so many who posted him meant by it, period. So she responds to that comment right here.
I don't block people my moderator was blocking, not me. Okay, your moderators are a reflection of you, right? You're the one who has the large platform. So typically, which I can only assume with a platform as large as yours, you give them instructions. And if they are blocking content creators who are saying, hey, you said something racist, and their first instinct is to block, that's because you said it that way. That was your parameters. You're not going to convince me anything else. And the simple fact that you now want to hop on my page and say, oh, you're not blocked now. Like, be so for real. You're all about accountability. And in this moment, when it's time to take accountability, you want to brush it off. Well, this minority said people of color. There's a difference. There's a difference from being called colored and people of color. And if you don't understand that, it's because you're not willing to understand it. You don't want to. And you're just so used to being the good guy, at least to the people who follow you, that now you don't want to take accountability. But as you always say, do better. Treat people better.
Okay, so Joey comes and says once again, I apologize. I said I was wrong. I would do better and not use that term. Someone in my life corrected me and I stopped and then corrected myself. I shouldn't have used it. I know better and will do better. Again, I'm sorry. So she then responds to this right here.
Joey, it's giving, what more do you want from me? I apologize. Shut up. Sit down. Leave it alone. I have sauces to sell. Like, let's be honest. During that live, the reason you didn't stop the live and really want to be educated and your moderators for blocking people was because you were more focused on selling those damn sauces. Like, that's what you really cared about. You didn't care about the racism at that moment, and you still don't. You don't care. You're just trying to do damage control instead of just sitting back and going, okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me really review. This is all damage control. You have such a large platform and you could actually be showing people what accountability is. Instead, you just want to get rid of this, sweep it under the rug so you can continue making money. Then when people are like, sounds like you may have voted for Trump, your immediate response is, all right, this is not political. I am not political. Joey, be so for real. Everything we do, everything is political. Don't even sit there and act like it's not. Do better.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Joey, you're doing too much. You are engaging in creating more content for this lady. I don't know her content. I may have covered her before a while ago. She looks familiar. But I kind of see why you did the general apology, bro. But going back and forth with another content creator, they are going to string it along. Some people have no interest in rectifying the situation with you. In their eyes, you showed who you were, and they gonna keep on playing with you. So she responded to his apology, all right?
You guys want to know the real black fatigue? This.
Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again.
It's exhausting watching you guys constantly apologize and try to make it seem like you did your homework, you did your research when you come with your apology. He said he did his research last night. Be so for real. You are 40-something years old. You don't know what Hulk Hogan said. You may not know everything that came out of that man's mouth, but you knew. You're 40-something years old. You don't know that colored is not the correct term and the racist past behind it. We're tired. This is what we're tired of. I want you guys to know my page is about accountability, but then you take none. I'd like to know who you voted for. I'm asking you directly, who did you vote for? Because the same things you were listing off about Hulk Hogan and why you deleted the post and why you're now apologizing, guess what? Trump did the same thing.
Okay, so after she responded to his apology, Joey Swoll's girlfriend came and messed with the girl. Saying, as his girlfriend and someone from a biracial family, I couldn't be more proud of the man he is. Every day I see how he treats people with genuine respect, compassion, and the kind of integrity that blah, blah, blah. I couldn't find the rest of the comment, but peep this, man.
Not the girlfriend tokenizing herself. Girl, are you okay? Well, where were you when he was calling black women B-words? Hold on.
No. By the way, your gym membership's been canceled. Good luck finding a new gym. Cease and desist that.
In case you needed a reminder, that was him reveling in the fact that he got a black woman's 15-year membership revoked because she called someone a Karen. But this is the guy who just, he loves everyone. He treats everyone. He's so genuine, right? Girl, you're honestly just as bad as he is. Who did you vote for? No, you don't even have to tell me. We already know you're tokenizing yourself, so we know. Let's also talk about all the racism from his little 18-year-old grown-ass men too followers that have been leaving racist comments. But then I noticed something. That's what they do on your boyfriend's page, but you've never said anything. Because at the end of the day, you don't care. You probably don't even identify with your biracial side. Let's be so freaking for real, girl. You're just as bad as him.
Yeah, Joey, it is what it is, my boy. It is what it is. You gotta just move on from this shit. Yeah, I hope the people that rock with you still rock with you, man. I ain't got nothing to tell you. I don't know. I ain't got answers for you. Good luck. Good luck. But do y'all accept Joey Swoll's apology? Or do you think he revealed his true colors? Let me know what you got to say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.